Hello, world. If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be getting into my first bodybuilding show and posting a video to my first bodybuilding brand, or well, rather, only bodybuilding brand, I would have thought you were crazy, high, or both. Um, Welcome to DogFight. It's an endeavor started by myself and my partner, my business partner, Grant. Um, he's this goblin looking fella, and he'll be on this channel plenty. And when I say he's a goblin. You give this man one diet soda and his gut bloats and it's fucking firm. It's firm. You could press it and you'd feel no bounce, right? You'd be concerned. Anyway, um, I am about 9 weeks out from my first show. Might do one after that, might do both. I don't know yet. Um, Truth be told, I've been in a cutting slash prep phase for about 12 weeks now already. No, 13 weeks. And I love it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been hard. Um, I wanted to do a show that I wasn't ready for, and we're pushing out further, which is fine. I'm working with one of the best coaches, not only in the area I live, but probably the country. Um, and he's taking me under his wing, and I'm learning a lot. And, my life is changing, and you're going to be along for the ride. Um, this series is ignition because it's the beginning. It's the start. We're going to do a lot of fun things. We're going to go on a lot of trips. We're going to get a lot of lifting in. You're going to see sometimes week by week, sometimes session by session. It just kind of depends. There's going to be a lot more things related to bodybuilding on this channel, but also related to combat sports, adult ice hockey, just anything fun that we can think of to do, we're going to do it. And, this is anticipation for our first clothing drop coming soon. You'll see bits and pieces of pieces that we're really excited about in upcoming videos. You'll probably see some, not in this video or the next video, but the one after that. And yeah, like, subscribe, share, and welcome to Dogfight.
heart thinks in the streets. I don't believe, so we'll pretend it's alright and stay in for the night. What world, I'll keep you safe here with me. I said I'd never let you go when I never did. I said I'd never let you fall when I always meant it. Didn't have a chance and I never did. You always want me right there again.
What's up, guys? There you have it. That's the first episode of Ignition, following me on my journey to my first show. I'm unable to record either of my leg days for this week, but I can assure you they will be in the next one. I don't think anyone's clamoring for a leg day in these videos, but you're gonna get one in the next week's video. Legs are one of those things where there's some days where I just really got to get through it and push hard. I love leg days, and that's just the way it goes, and you'll get to see them a lot. It's just this week's not one of those weeks. We're pushing good. Cardio's good in the mornings. 30 minutes fasted, and then we're just gonna ramp it up from here. We're really just looking forward to keeping on pushing. I do have a torn apart kitchen right now, which isn't helpful. But the family, we're learning to adjust to not having a dishwasher or a sink functioning. We got a bucket for the outside. We're calling it the dish bucket. It feels like we're living in the Depression, and people have done a lot worse in this world. But for me, it's been an adjustment having to wash a lot of my dishes outside, especially Tupperware. Because at home I can use a lot of paper plates, things like that. But when at work and for meal prep, there's a lot of plastic Tupperware that you can't just throw away. This has been a lot of fun. Let me know some things you want to see a part of this. If you want to know what I'm eating, what my cardio looks like. It's kind of boring. Just sit on a bike 30 minutes, incline treadmill. You know how it goes. Like, subscribe, comment. Give either of those two gyms. Those are the main two gyms I will be going to during this process. Give them a follow. If you're ever in Northern Nevada, those are the best gyms in the area. We will go on trips to others. I am a gym connoisseur, and that's not going to change. And in fact, I think when you're trying to get shredded, going to cool gyms that you've never been to and paying that day pass is worth it, because you get to try some new stuff, and you look like you belong there a little bit. You don't just look like you've never been to a gym before. I mean, you walk in, people tend to ask you what you're up to, and it's a conversation starter. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next week. Peace.